Howdy dowdy, and let's get rowdy. Welcome to another episode of The Royal Key, Anonymous Edition, episode 5. So, we start off with my good sis Robbie being eliminated. Here's the thing, excellent decision. Excellent decision. Whoever is anonymous, you made a good call. Because like I said, Chris is like the new target that emerged. Robbie is the target that like everyone knows is like a beast who might win the game if she's still in there. And so it's like, yeah, it can kind of be used as an asset, is contributing to the money. Like, that was such a big thing last episode as far as like, are you contributing? How much are you contributing? If people were contributing the least amount. And so like taking out a big target who actually is helping fill up the money, but also she's going to probably take the money in the end. So which one is it going to be? And so they got her out. Good overall. Decision allows Chris' target to grow as well, which I appreciate. You want to make sure you give Chris an opportunity to grow as a target. Because if you don't, then what was the point? You taking out everybody as soon as they emerge, and then the big targets are just going to, like, Robbie's going to swim under the radar. Not under the radar, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, the moment you do it, everybody's afraid to make a move, because the moment you make a move and you don't stick to the status quo, you done, you chopped. And so we got that. Miss New Girl Victoria is anonymous. Congratulations. I was happy for her. She picked wisely. Coming in, I think that that's a testament of like her observation skills and how quickly she adapts to the game of just like, okay, these are like my options, because she had those 5 people to pick from. And the fact that it went down to Chris and Robbie is good. Like, girl, like you want to make sure, once again, give us the drama. Give us the drama. Like, Andy being safe because Andy's an easy target. Xavier, I can see him lasting a bit. And then my girl Nina, who was saved, like it's just like you have those people, but like who were the real targets that really emerged, and not just the people who people were pointing at, just to point at, really, quite frankly. Um, and then boom, 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 girl, they were gagged when Robbie said she was Dice, and that just makes so much sense to me once she said her profession. Like, it's like once she said that she's a professional poker player, and like what 5% women, like, oh, you must have been Dice, huh? Because it was the first time. You know what I mean? I would have been thinking that. And once again, like I say, probably will say every episode, we only see what they show us. There's so much more that's cut on the chopping board floor. And so, like, who knows if, like, some people were probably, like, catching on, but they was like, this is going to, like, sell a beautiful, good little story. So, boom, my girl is out of the way. And then she made a little comment and was like, girl, whoever sent me out, good, because I was gonna take that money, and which she would have. Like, she definitely was a strong contender. She, like, just from beasting out of that first challenge, which it was just memory. Like, you know what I mean? I by the way, I couldn't do it, but in the sense of like, like it wasn't that she went out of her way and like excelled at like some like super like memory trivia type thing. Like, it was like she noticed the patterns, and like she just so happened to be the last number that was able to get it all done, which is still an incredible feat. But it's just like, baby, if that's what you can do on our first time for this like on Big Brother we call it crapshoot, then baby, once we really start playing the game and it's really like memory and like just looking for people's tails and stuff like that, you're gone. Which, another thing, poker player, you're done. You can see my tails. You can see when I'm lying. Only I lie a lot, so I have variations of lying. I lie in jest when I'm trolling. I lie just to get a reaction out of people. And then sometimes I'm just so dramatic with hyperbolic with my truth that like it's like, is that a lie? And so like I'm curious on how people would read me in a situation like this. But anyway, we got to post elimination, and girl, Chris is upset that he got a target, which like I just don't understand. I just don't understand why you think you wouldn't get a target when you're paired up with someone. And so if people are thinking you're working with them when you're ultimately going to always work with, like, it's like you're going to always pick this person. Like, at least with like these other people, like it depends on like, who's at stake, but it's just like if Victoria's ever at stake, you're going to always never jeopardize her. You're going to always jeopardize the other person. And so like I think that that's an easy click for me, but I get it. And also like yo new potential, like damn, like y'all are bayed up, and it's been a day. Who knows? I don't know how the time flies in there. And of course, when you're talking with people and you know, also mind you, I'm somebody who falls in love fast too. Like I'm somebody who like I just like conversation. I'd be like, okay, like let's follow each other on every single social media. What's your family name? I have my kids list. Do you want to show me yours? Like I'm definitely one of those. So I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, and then wait. You playing a little hard, girl. Like, this day one, I don't even know if it's been 24, 48 hours since y'all been in the house, Wayne, and you playing the game. And I appreciate. Like, I love people who don't hold it back, who are just like, let's get into it. Like, I love it. Absolutely love it. And so the fact that he's like, let's get into it, let's stir the pot. And he's like, you know, like, girl, like, I'll take the next spot, y'all. Let me align with Xavier. Like, Robbie gone, let me take her bed, boom, boom, boom. And then I love that Xavier clocked and was like, girl, I see exactly what you're doing. You're trying to buddy up with me. Little do you know, baby, you're still on the bottom of the totem pole. But whatever. You know, they into it. I think I was talking about Victoria and Chris, which love that for them. Boom. Jack is playing a good game. I don't remember why I said this. Like I just, you know, scribble like just my thoughts and just seeing how Jack is playing this game. I'm just like the strategy on his mind, like the way that he even and what I mean by that, I don't think I explained it in the last episode where I talked about it, but Jack, you know, picking Andy, which I thought was not gonna lie, I thought it was annoying. I'm like, girl, why you keep picking him? But it's like a strategy that works. I pick him, people don't know who I am because they know I'm so closely related and aligned with him. Granted, we're gonna clock that now, but why when he did it, it was good. It got him anonymous twice. You know what I mean? And so it's like Jackie playing the game, like just the ways that he's so aware of everything, like just the conversations he has with like, you know, Xavier. And like Xavier's a strategy beast too, but like Xavier has a really good sort of like social game to where people just feel comfortable and confident and like following what Xavier says to do. Like he's able to be a leader too. And sometimes that's not like that's also a skill in these types of games because sometimes when you are the leaders, people are like, oh, you're pissing me off. We got to get you out. Like I don't want to hear anything you have to say because there's someone who really wants to be leading a group in the pack. Anywho, we get on. Forgetting or whatever I was saying. We got to the anonymous hideout. The women say we sticking together because there's been all of the folks who have been out in the last four episodes have been women. I never made that connection. Like I focused, which is why I focus on the women and their big personalities, and like I'm sad to see them go, but I'm never making a connection of like a man isn't gone. Like it's you know there is a except for that one girl, I forgot her name already, but like, you know, there is like a something missing when someone like when Tyrena left, when Robbie left, when you know, the first girl was the southern girl and then the second girl was like the mom, I believe, or I believe she was a lesbian, same sex relationship, something like that. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, damn, like we really talking to women. Like, let's get these boys numbers up. I'm all about girl power too on these shows. Like, I'm all about when they're like, oh no, like let's make sure we get us as far to the end. A lot of times, a lot of shows, especially Big Brother, and Survivor, like women alliances just don't last. And so like they haven't made an alliance, it's not formal or anything like that, but they're just like, let's stick together at least for this one, which I appreciate. We kick off with Lily. I'm just laughing at who they say is going. Like once again, crown going, wig going. Like, look, I'm gonna drop my nose. But it's just so funny to me how they're just like so bold now of just like who their targets are. And then we get to boop boop boop. We get to like, you know, they start voting for people and stuff like that, and it just cracks me up. The people who like think that they're playing like this great game and people don't know who they are, and like the people being like, oh, Wayne is the light bulb, like Dylan said that, and like people being like, oh yeah, like you're popsicle, you're a snake, you're like, it's just so funny to me, because that's also me like thinking that I'm playing like this like inconspicuous, no one knows what I'm doing, and they're like, anyway, girl, like flash like crown, like who else would that be, like pink wig, got it, like you know what I mean. So then we call the six nominated to the center for a face-off. Boom, boom, boom. I love these face-offs. You know what I mean? Like they're fun, they're cutesy. And they're hard. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like I don't know. Sorry, take that back. They're not hard, but they're like, you never know who's telling you the truth. Um, you never know who's telling you the truth. You never know, like, sort of like how. I'm gonna redo that. I got sidetracked.